Yo, what's up, everybody? All right, so today we're talking about the comic book that I'm working on, Rebel Defenders. That's coming September 30th. Make sure to hit that pre order and go to the site and show your support. Only $4.50. That ain't nothing. Sacrifice that coffee, sacrifice that little McChicken or whatever, and show your boy some support. Because if you want good comics, damn it, that's what I'm bringing. And we have to bring it back because we need good entertainment again. And with that being said, that's what I am prepping and I am bringing for everybody on September 30th when it comes to this industry of the comic book game. Jack, what's up? Just here, chilling, updating y'all about the comic book that I'm working on. Can't wait to finally show y'all 100% very soon. Rebel Defenders. That's coming September 30th. Reynaldo, what's up? Appreciate you for watching. Also, just here getting things ready. Hopefully, you checked out the 2 pages on the website. Like I said, that this free. So make sure to get that if you want to right now. It's just a tease of what's to come. So, giving y'all a little preview on that. And like I said, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be something different, but at the same time, it's gonna have that very 90s kind of style, if you want to say, to it and things. So, I want to bring a different taste to the comic industry. Yeah, James Gunn and that whole Clayface. I don't know what they're trying to do and stuff like that with it. But yeah, this is the main thing that I'm trying to just talk about real quick, just because I know there's some people that are interested in it. So, like I said, whoever's already pre-ordered your book, I want to thank you in advance, even though it's digital, but you will be getting your notifications, a few days before it actually drops. That way, you don't feel that you're getting ripped off or nothing. Don't worry, your order's secure, and you will be getting your confirmation and everything as we get closer. So, once all these orders are coming in and start picking up with it, as we get closer, I'll just update everybody and things like that. So, that's gonna be interesting. Like I said, something different, something new, but at the same time, is bringing something that people are gonna be able to enjoy. If this catches your attention and stuff like that. Like I said, this comic is not for everybody, and that's understandable. This is for the people that actually like what I'm putting out with this content coming up. Do you like The Incredibles 2004? Honestly, my favorite superhero movie. The sequel is trash though. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the second one. I don't know. Sometimes doing sequels to one movie, it's not always all that. But again, you know how this industry is, and they just want to milk it and they try to get more for what they can and stuff like that. But then sometimes the second film or the next one could not be as good as the first one. So it all really depends, honestly. But yeah, like I said, the comic is coming out so far good. Everything is already looking really really solid, and I'm already on page 20 as we're speaking. So I'm about to start page 21, 2, and 3 today. I'm trying to knock all that out by this week. So we might be looking, at about 30, 32 pages finally with everything and stuff like that. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. And, it's going to be something that you're all going to enjoy and things of this nature. Let's see. Do you know Doom Blazer on YouTube channel? He Unforgettable won't start talking about DCU. Yeah, I mean, people are going to be talking about what they want to talk. Let them be. I'm not really focused on that right now at the moment. I'm just, like I said, just trying to focus more on this comic book and stuff like that. Just because like that's for another video, I guess. But just right now, I'm just trying to focus on talking only mainly about the comic that I'm working on and stuff like that. So, like I said, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be different. And again, it's not gonna be for everybody. This it's gonna be more on a like R-rated, if you want to say, but it's going to be mainly for mature audiences in the sense where because of strong language and the content that it's going to contain. This is going to be a more not dark type of universe, but more like a more mature type of what do you call it, audience that I'm trying to go for and stuff like that, just because I don't want to I don't want to go for a younger audience and stuff. I really want to go for like mature audiences and stuff like that. Oh yeah, you checked out the website for the comic book. Nice, nice. Thank you for checking that out. Yeah, it's just it's still work in the progress, and as we keep on building, like then after the release, of course, we're gonna be seeing more stuff about it, and on it, and we'll be able to talk about it and things like that. So, but until then, I'm just trying to keep everything like on the hush, just so it doesn't leak and stuff like that. And then after that, I mean, we're gonna all talk about it and stuff like that. So to everybody that's gonna be buying it and stuff like that, like I can't wait. Just we need this just because one, I've been advertising this for like about a year. It's crazy. A year ago, I announced that I was working on my comic, and here we are a year later, literally, and a month later, it's about to release, and I'm excited. So this would be considered a fall release, which is interesting. This is something that's actually gonna be fun to be able to share with everybody, and it's just going to be exciting to be able to bring it all to life, and being able to share something new and different and original with y'all, because like I said, like the comic industry right now is in a situation that's very critical, in the sense of they're always trying to push some type of a political message, or an agenda, or just something that people don't really care about. I'm not bringing none of that. I'm focusing on good entertainment, comics, these characters, within the universe, even though it's a new universe that I'm introducing, and you're about to explore and look into. It's something that I want people to like appreciate, that you get what I'm saying, and it's not something that is just gonna be, oh, okay, it's the same thing as these other ones in the industry and things like that. So it's just bringing in different type of content and stuff like that. Let's see, you hear Avengers Doomsday is finished reshoots. They might do a trailer for 26. Yeah, they're gonna be putting out a trailer for that soon. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with that. I'm really excited to see what the next Avengers movie is gonna be. What's your favorite gaming console of all time? Mine is the Xbox 360. 360 is cool. I could never get into Xbox. I gotta say, if we're talking about like modern consoles, I gotta say PlayStation, just because PlayStation. I don't know. I've been with them since day one, with the first PlayStation all the way to where we are right now. Yeah, gaming is not the same anymore. The retro stuff. That's why people love it, but I mean, it's limited because of the technology back then and stuff like that. But who knows? I mean, the gaming nowadays is just, it's changed, and I'm not really feeling the gaming of today. There's some good titles, but I'm gonna be honest with you, PlayStation 5 does not good. They don't really have good titles right now, and it sucks because as a gamer, it's like, damn, we have this new console, but we barely have any games, and the games that we're getting are just straight up just being ported from PS4, and it's like, yo, where are all the good titles? We're like already like 5 years into the PS5. They're already talking about PS6, and it's like, what the hell? It's like it gets to a point where it's like, can we at least get some good titles right now? Can you imagine Alan as Shrek for Shrek live action? Nah, I can't picture that honestly, and I kind of don't even want to picture that, man. Yeah. Again, these movies are they're entertaining, but at the same time, they could be a little bit kind of ridiculous and stuff. Play Expedition 33 and Stellar Blade. Yeah, Stellar Blade is really good. I think I played that one. It was really really good for what it is. Play Fallout games. I remember playing one of the Fallout, but I think it was like one of the older ones. I just can't recall right now from the top of my head, just because it's been so long. But the show is good, Fallout. But the games, I don't know. I just can't really get into them like that and stuff like that. You love Xbox, but they have gone downhill ever since releasing Xbox One and requiring internet to play games. Yeah, it's the same thing how Sony is right now. With the PS5 and the PlayStation Network. Everything with a membership, it kind of throws people away and stuff like that. It kind of ruins the experience. And at least for me, it's like, I mean, if we're able to buy these games and have them, I mean, why do we need a membership and stuff like that? And it's like they make it hard because they want you to get the membership, and if you want to play with like a friend online, the other person has to have the membership, and not everybody wants the membership. I haven't had the membership for like about over a year or two, and I don't miss it, but I don't play gaming like that no more. Like I think the last one that I was really really heavy into was GTA 5, just because you could play with your friends and stuff like that. But after that, it's like, do I really need the membership? And I just never renewed it, and like I just played whatever games that catches my attention, especially how you have Fortnite. That's a game you don't have to have no membership. It's like it doesn't really matter anymore. PC don't need to live play with friends. Yeah, that's what I hear about the PC and stuff. I could never get into like a PC just because I don't know. I like, I'm so used to the consoles and stuff more. What's your favorite play this game, Xbox or PlayStation? PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation person. I'm not an Xbox person. I just can't. I don't know. I just can never get into that whole Microsoft. I don't know. I've never liked Microsoft when it comes to gaming. Sony, that's where I'm always at, with the PlayStation. I have the Switch, but even that I don't play, It's like it's very rare for me to actually like play it and stuff like that. They got good titles, but I don't know. I'm just more of a PlayStation person and stuff. And back in the days, retro, I'm talking about like Sega and Super Nintendo. Damn, that's like a 50-50. I like both of them. I still have both of them, and they're fun to like just play the time to time and stuff like that. So, but yeah, this is pretty much what I wanted to talk about real quick. Just do a quick update, just because I'm working on this comic. I don't know about Jeremy Johns if he's gonna join Clayface. Honestly, no, I really don't know. It's gonna be interesting, like I said, with this coming book that I have. Page 20 already. Wow, it's crazy. Like just looking through all these pages, just seeing everything. Like you can hear that I'm like flipping through the pages. Literally, I'm just about to start page 21 right now. So, finally wrapped up 20, now 21, 2, 3, and I'm gonna keep on going until everything is complete, and it should be, looking good. So we should be reaching the deadline already by the 30th, if anything, hopefully before the 30th. So, that way you guys can get your copy and stuff like that. So make sure y'all go out and support it. I want to thank everybody for, subscribing, for also showing the support, with buying the book and stuff like that in advance, pre-orders and stuff like that. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm surprised. And, I want to thank y'all for that. But yeah, let me go back to drawing. I just wanted to update all of y'all on that. Fabian, what's up? You already know it. Restore the Snyderverse. Hell yeah. The Snyderverse is what's motivating me to do this comic. So that's gonna be something special for all of us Snyder fans, especially with that style, with that tone. So like I said, like all that's coming into this to this comic. But of course, it's my characters, my original universe and stuff like that. Influenced by what Zack Snyder and David Ayer have created already. When they had their cinematic universe, and I'm just taking like ideas and elements, and just of course, just switching it up and doing my thing into this comic that I'm putting and stuff. You hear high school today, they had no phone, and almost next year. Yeah, they're trying to remove the phones and stuff from people from school and stuff like that. It sucks, but at the same time, it's understandable. They got to do what they got to do to get the kids to pay attention, which is necessary because today's youth is kind of distracted too much on social media. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this up right now. I'm gonna catch you a little bit later on. I know later on I'm gonna do another update and stuff like that with stuff that I've come across, DC updates and whatever it is that I've been looking at. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more videos for throughout the day and things. But with that one, I want to thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good day. Peace out.